Ooh, audio check. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Sometimes bird poop tastes like candy.
Well, maybe I should do the whole thing in this voice.
Oh yeah, we can trick our viewers into thinking you're Markiplier.
Yeah.
I can go British if you want me to.
I actually run a relatively successful YouTube channel. I have several million subs.
Now you can't lie to me.
I think this is just how we're just gonna start it off just like this,
just like this. We're doing it live, no script, nothing.
Yeah, no script, nothing.
Just whip our dicks out and begin.
Yep, there you go, buddy. I've honestly been running back and forth in my head on what I really want to call it because I wanted to call it the Command Deck Podcast.
What I want you to call it.
What do you want me to call it?
50 Shades of Brown.
But that only works for you two, not me.
Well, I mean, that you're some shade of brown.
Wait, are you Voodoo?
You've got to be.
The response?
I am the whitest person you will meet in your entire life. Without question.
Wait,
Here, I'll turn on my camera.
This man's reflective.
See?
Do we get canceled? You have no camera for me. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, he's white, all right.
Mm-hmm.
How white are you is a real question.
I'm Irish-German.
That's pretty damn white. That's pretty damn white. I'm gonna just do some really generic intro really quick because I've been running back and forth in my head on what I want to call this. Like I said, I wanted to call it the Command Deck Podcast originally, but then I thought about this. We all play strategy games, things we can mod and whatnot. What if I call it the Modcast Podcast?
The Modcast Podcast.
Like,
how do we?
Got a decent ring to it,
right? Like it's got a nice taste to it, you know.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's Jay here. Welcome to the Modcast Podcast. I'm here today with my co-host Voodoo and our first ever special guest on this podcast, the President himself of the United States of America, Markiplier.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome to the Modcast Podcast.
Markiplier, Voodoo, how you guys doing tonight?
I think we need to put this on every video now.
Yes.
His intro.
Absolutely.
This is how I've going to further grow my very successful YouTube channel.
Oh, your very successful 10 million subscriber YouTube channel?
Oh, you're using us.
I like to play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Is that all you play?
Of course.
You consider that strategy?
Of course. I have to strategize how I'm going to hide from the purple guy and dig the lore.
Five Nights at Freddy's is a strategy game. Jumping into all this, guys, for all the people that are going to be watching, the goal of this podcast is just to make, it's literally kind of a shoot the shit kind of idea. We're going to have various hosts on this podcast that we're just going to talk about things with, whether it's gaming, modding, since we're going to have a lot of Empire War guys on here, or just kind of shooting the shit about some random topic going on in the world. So let me ask you guys this. Do we want to talk about our jobs, which is basically related to Empire War, or do we want to talk about something ridiculous like, let's talk about politics? I'm just kidding. Let's not talk about politics.
Yeah, politics. Let's open that can.
I'm in for politics.
Okay. Let me think. What's a modern politic we can talk about? Johnny Depp and his wife.
Oh, man.
I have not been following the trial, honestly. So
it's comedy gold. You should watch it.
I know she cut his finger off or something, didn't she?
Yeah, she cut his finger off, pooped in his bed, cheated on him, beat him. It's bad. It's bad.
The amount of disrespect it is to poop in someone else's bed.
Right?
Like, I'll take an ass whooping, but if you shit in my bed, that's a different story.
Like, the other thing is how do you escalate to that point? Where you're sitting there being like, you know what I mean? You get into an argument, maybe you push him a little bit, and then you spread your cheeks open.
Right. I bet she stared right into his eyes when it happened too.
The brown stared into his eye.
I wonder if it was during some like really kinky like foreplay kind of thing, and it just went a little too far. Like, go back. I wasn't trying to do all that. Just take it back a little bit. I wasn't trying to go that far.
What do you mean take it back? It's already out.
Let me just shove it right back up there.
How you guys like all the lighting and stuff in here, by the way?
Looks good, man.
Thank you.
I never noticed that you had a guitar back there. You play?
Oh no, some random guy on the elevator gave that to me like a month ago. He was getting rid of all of his musical equipment and taking it to the Goodwill. He got rid of like a keyboard, 2 guitars, like some drums and shit. He gave me a guitar for free. I was like,
Nice.
sure, I'll take it.
Hey.
One day maybe I'll play some on the whenever we do the next episode of the podcast. I'll play some random song from like Metro Exodus or something.
Learn the Eruption solo by Eddie Van Halen.
Say less, I got you, man. I don't know how to string a single song on a guitar, so we're just gonna start with that right off the rip.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for, where it's like just playing one singular note all out of tune. And
Wait, do either of you play guitar?
No, absolutely not. I don't play an instrument at all.
I used to know how to play a ukulele.
Why specifically a ukulele?
I had to learn it for projects that I did in high school.
Wait, Prez, what state are you from?
I'm from Washington.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you were Alaska.
Nah, I'm not weird.
Oh, all right. Well. Voodoo, I forgot. Are you American?
I am American, but I do accents so often and so well that people believe that I'm other native. I'm from Kentucky.
Give me your best German accent.
Oh, I can't do them on the spot. They have to come out naturally.
Let me think. What's something I could say that
you cannot use German?
Wait, what did you just say?
What do you mean you cannot use German? This is what you're supposed to do. This is German.
Is he right? I don't speak German.
Yeah, that's what Vodka sounds like in the remake team. He's German.
Oh yeah, that is what he sounds like.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Voodoo, you're a remake dev.
No, just a helper.
Sorry, contributor.
Yes.
He's there in spirit. Is that a better way to put it? Is that a better way to
I'm part of the team, just not part of that particular team. Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Got any juicy remake secrets that you can spill?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Tell us about Jared's favorite color of underwear.
He actually doesn't wear underwear.
Why do you know that?
I'm just spreading rumors that Nico would like.
You know, it's interesting to find out.
I'm to wear underwear.
You know, the most interesting fact I found out from Nico and President is that all 3 of us were black. I did not know that because honestly,
how did I know before all of you knew each other? Like,
because President doesn't sound black. Look, with the number of Call of Duty lobbies I've been in, I've been told I sound like a white boy so many times, dude. Like whenever I tell somebody I'm black, they're like, "No, you're not. You're lying."
Well, Nico doesn't type black.
Bro, I've been
That's true.
Neither do you, though.
Jesus Christ.
Look. Am I wrong?
No, no, you're not.
The thing for me is that like part of my job, I go out and meet people, but I also do a lot of like phone calls. People will see me and be like, "Are you the same guy I talked to on the phone?" And it's like, yeah, I am.
See, now we definitely have to get you on for another show one day and have you turn on your camera.
Bro, that will like maybe when I'm like 30.
Look, I don't want to bring up age, all right?
Wait, how old are you, Voodoo?
I'm a millennial.
Okay.
I'm one of the younger millennials.
27?
26.
Damn. All right, I was counting the fingers on your hand because they were way too obvious.
Y'all are old men.
Oi, how dare you?
That is true because President's only like 21 or 22.
I'm younger than that, bro.
What the fuck?
It hurts my heart.
Wait, how? Wait, oh, so you're.
Are you a Zoomer?
I guess, yeah. I never really cared about like the label of millennial or Gen Z or whatever.
It's because you're a Zoomer and everybody hates on him.
That is true. We're probably gonna have a bunch of Zoomers watching this video, hopefully.
Hopefully. I just like making the memes.
The Zoomer generation is questionable. They have terrible taste in rap music now. The music industry because of the Zoomers is awful.
That's the one thing I will say. Music has gone way down south. It's horrible.
The rap has gotten so bad that it started pushing me to listening to literally to rock music and other genres I never gave a shit about when I was like 10. Like now my whole playlist is just rock music.
I've always loved rock.
What type of rap music are you talking about here? Because like, yeah, I know what you mean where it's like there's the mumbles and everything, but there's still some good lyrical stuff that's out there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
Chris
talking.
Webby's good modern NF.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know enough. Yep.
Dax is good.
Logic,
Logic.
favorite rapper of all time. Just want to put that out there.
Tech Nine's mine.
That rhymed.
Wow. Okay,
For real,
nice.
Tech Nine is my favorite rapper. Y'all didn't know that?
No, dude, I can respect it. Though. Tech Nine is incredible. He's one of the
Oh yeah,
best
you know,
rappers alive.
some of the people appointed to give an opinion never to get out of watching come on and gobble Jimmy and die. You know, I know his musics, all of them.
Wait, were those actual lyrics? Because you just
Yeah.
like kind of fried my brain a little bit right there.
it's one of his songs about criticism and how the critics who give improper criticism don't know what they're talking about.
Oh shit, dude! I didn't know what he was talking about, and it still sounded incredible. So wait, Prez, what question are you about to ask?
Oh no, I'm just laughing along here. But I was gonna say, like, what would you consider like the bad rap? Because for me, I think that mumbles have their place.
Yeah, honestly, me saying bad rap is probably a really false statement. I think that honestly, music as a whole is a little diverse. It kind of all falls into its own little category. Like mumble rap is probably good if you're at a party, drinking your soul out or something. So me saying music is terrible is a little subjective because I listen to a lot of things that that are new nowadays, and they sound incredible when I'm fucked up. They sound great. So I guess it's a bit of a ignorant statement.
Young Thug is speaking English. If you're high.
You can actually understand what he's saying. But every time I turn on a new song, it's always just happened the whip in there, happened the in and a foreign. Like I gotta show Voodoo a few tracks one day from some artists I found recently named Yeats. Y-E-A. His name is Yeats. Y-E-A-T.
Yep, I know exactly who you're talking about.
I listen to him unironically sometimes.
That's the song that is in the background of so many TikTok memes.
Yep. Oh, dude, Prez really is a zoomer. My God.
Yeah, I don't watch TikTok. I get TikTok through Facebook Reels.
Yeah, that's basically how I am. If I get TikTok, it's coming in through Reels. I legit just don't have time for things like social media and whatnot because my day is basically like
Must be nice.
I get up, I go to work, I go to the gym, I make food for myself.
And then you listen to all the complaints about awakening the rebellion.
Yeah.
Basically, well, nah, I just kind of do that sporadically throughout my day. If I'm bored at work, then I'm looking.
Okay, so since we're gonna call this a modcast, we should probably talk about modding just a smidgen before people get bored and click off because they don't want to hear about our terrible takes on music and whatnot. But all right. So I've been reading through like all the Steam comments and Discords and whatnot for like Remake, and I'm thinking about doing a video where I just react to the Steam comments because holy shit, they are something else. They are
hateful.
They are very hateful. Literally, we're like one step away from getting death threats about the mod. It's pretty.
That would be funny, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I would laugh my ass off if I got a death threat because we didn't make ground combat fun enough or whatever.
I would just be like, I would just respond with my address and say, "Come get me."
Help.
Well, yeah. Are you actually gonna do it? You and your gang of nerds.
Pull up.
Yeah,
What's up?
Exactly. It's like just pull up. I'm a decently big guy.
All the way in Washington.
I'm big in metallic objects that have little pieces that shoot out of them.
See, I like
very
that
high
thinking.
velocity. Yeah,
I like that thinking. Instead of whooping their ass and potentially getting like a bone broken or something, just shoot them. It's way easier.
Yeah.
Nah, there's no honor in that.
It depends on the context.
I'm not an honorable person.
He's from Kentucky.
I'm a survivalist.
Do you blame him?
Look, I grew up in Kansas City.
Okay. My whole thing is, listen, if you want to throw hands, come throw hands. If you want smoke, come pop off.
All right.
That's the black side and President waking up right there.
But it's like don't flip from one to the other. That's what I don't like. If you say that you're here to throw hands and you're here to pop off, then now I gotta pop off.
I respect that. It all depends on the context. So wait, for the both of you, I have to ask, what's the dumbest comment you think you've ever gotten related to like Empire War modding, any of that shit? What's the dumbest comment you've ever read, probably? I know that's a tough one because there's so many of them,
Oh,
but
there's a lot of them. This isn't even these are just like DMs that I get. I constantly you know that I do Awakening of the Rebellion. Awakening of the Rebellion, that's the thing that I'm known for.
yeah.
I get so many questions asking me if I'm the developer for so many other mods. Hey, you're the guy from Remake. Hey, Mr. President, are you Corey? Do you make the Corey mods? Hey, have you heard of aren't you the developer for Republic Assault?
Wait, you're not
Wait,
Corey?
you're not Corey?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I mean, I could try to be. Just be like,
You have to be I love Corey, by the way. Before we go into this, we gotta have to give him more like a stone voice with him,
I
throw a little bit of Canadian in it, you know.
I could kind of learn to do his voice, but I haven't watched a video in a while. Hello everyone, it's Corey. Welcome back to our Thrawn's Revenge Imperial Civil War 3.2 playthrough as the Aridu Authority. In today's episode,
That's actually
Wait.
really convincing.
You mean the Ariadu?
Is
Yeah.
it Iriadu or Iriadu?
my we're gonna take my acclamators and we're gonna
Oh my god. He's doing Corey very well.
Yeah, that's actually kind of spot on. It's a little scary. Wait,
I'm
okay.
talking about
this
the
is why I do
mispronunciations.
audio.
Wait, well, okay, President, can you do my YouTube intro really quick?
What's good, guys? It's Jay. No, I can't. I gotta.
Gotta put a little bass in your voice.
Yeah.
What's good, YouTube? It's Jay here, and today we're gonna be making another garbage video.
What's good, YouTube?
Oh,
And today we are going to be making a video that brings light and joy to absolutely no one.
There we go.
wow, that hurt my soul.
That's pretty fucked up, actually. Speaking of videos, I'm disappointed because these last couple of weeks have been kind of rough for me on the content side of things. I've been trying to get more videos out for Remake, AOTR, and whatever other mod I could think of.
I'm waiting for a Black Sun video, Jay.
It will be up Monday. It will be up Monday, May 9th, Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to you.
Why not any Empire playthroughs, by the way? Long live the Empire.
For Awakened in the Rebellion?
Either.
So
Remake.
I was doing the latest playthrough I've done is Empire. We're like 10 episodes deep.
Ooh, someone's not watching the channel.
I'm not watching the AOTR vids, I guess. I've been watching the other stuff.
I'm talking about Remake. This is a Remake video.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's doing Remake as the Empire.
Yep. Or I was, but my save corrupted.
Ooh, you got caught in 4K.
Yeah?
Yep, he's deflecting, man. He's not even paying attention anymore. It's like shit.
No, I'm looking at my phone. It's where my YouTube. Like, I'm on YouTube right now.
Yeah. Go give me that viewership, man. Like and subscribe to every single video on my channel, all 1,100 right now.
You need to hit
1,100
the bell.
videos?
Yeah, my channel has 1,100
Wait,
videos on it, man.
1,100 videos. Damn.
Yeah, I've
knew
recorded
you
a
had a
lot of
lot.
stuff.
I mean,
A lot
hey,
of
you're
them
putting in work. That's why the channel's growing.
Yeah, almost at 2,500, by the way. I promise
Yes,
that if we hit
sir.
2,500, I'll do like a 2 or 3 hour stream of Yoden mod on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I watched the Yu-Gi-Oh one yesterday. Or the day before, whenever.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, man.
But I haven't seen this one, the Ring of Catherine. I haven't seen that one yet.
Man, that's brand new.
Is a great space map. So
Have you seen that one, Voodoo?
shout out to
Not,
Maxim.
not yet. No, I haven't played the latest AOTR. I just got a new PC, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can actually game again now.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Voodoo's been doing remake stuff without a computer basically for like a year now or something, hasn't
He's
Yeah.
been like writing the code on like a sheet of paper and just sending it in the mail.
You know, smartphones are a hell of a device.
Have you actually been doing that? Like, how have you been managing since you haven't had a PC? Like, what do you? I don't know what you like specifically do with like a remake. Actually,
Well, before it was mapping, but I haven't been helping at all when my PC fried.
dude, you got to learn how to map from your phone. I really want to see that happen. Of all the programs you can get Empire Wars Map Maker working on your phone. I know
You're
it's
right.
possible.
Man,
I don't know.
somebody a while ago had AOTR working on their phone. Like just
Oh,
I wonder if it was remote play.
it had something to do
oh yeah.
with the play thing. It was pretty laggy, but on our Discord somewhere, it's the steps of how to do it are still there.
I might actually genuinely look that up because that'd be great. That'd be a great content piece. I played Empire War. What's a quick bait title? Hold on. I played Awakening of the Rebellion for the first time on my iPad. You'll never believe what happened.
Just
The Empire
AOTR,
destroyed my.
AOTR devs make mobile game.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
Gotta throw in a bunch of red arrows in the shock face, just like
Yeah,
you
and
know.
then you gotta point to like an iPhone 7.
Oh yeah. Let me see. Where's my iPhone at actually? Yep, I'll do it just like this, like.
Yep.
Or
Ew.
Hey,
Yeah.
iPhone 12. Look at that.
Voodoo just visibly.
Your average
cringed a little
Android
bit.
lover.
Hey man, I gotta work with what I can afford. Okay, that's that iPhone XR.
What do you mean? iPhone is more expensive than Android.
I'll have you know, I paid $530 for that XR, and it was worth every penny.
I need to charge my phone.
So wait, what were we talking about earlier? Modding related stuff.
You were talking about some modding related stuff, remake.
Comments.
What Voodoo does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
Steam
haven't helped at
comments.
all. I didn't help at all.
But
with my
Jay,
phone.
all right, if you want to talk about modding stuff, this is a discovery that I'm not going to say that I made this, but this was brought to my attention a while ago, and
Right.
no one's really done this much when it comes to like YouTube content.
Yeah.
Imagine if, let's say, the three of us were playing AOTR, like we were all playing the same save. We could
Right.
do it so that your Empire, I'm Rebels, Voodoo's Black Sun.
How
and
is that
we
even
could-
possible?
Save sharing?
Yeah, basically, we're all sharing one save, but we would all be playing the different factions of it, which could make a really interesting YouTube series. That's for sure.
Wait, are you? Wait, oh, dude, you just gave me a billion
So
ideas.
there's no
actually.
no AI control.
Correct.
How the hell did you figure that out?
The debug tools are a powerful thing.
That's insane. It's like playing chess. Like we'll make a move and then just hand each other the
Right.
save.
Right.
It's like we'd have rules like, let's say, I don't know, maybe you only play for 5 weeks or something like that, and just do whatever you can do in 5 weeks.
That's actually incredible, dude. We actually have to try that now for a content piece. That'd be great.
The other thing that's
Like-
been kicking in my brain is if, let's say, if you had again several people save sharing, I forget, there was like this old game that you used to play. It was like a card game where everyone had different objectives, that kind of thing.
Cards Against
So-
Humanity?
I don't remember the name of it, but it was like everybody had different objectives, everybody had different roles, and it's like you're all playing the same game, but you're all trying to achieve different ends, and whoever achieves their end first wins.
Was it the Game of Life?
Dude, I have no idea. It's not a board game; it's a card game.
Damn Zoomers.
The thing that popped into my mind with this is that what if, let's say, we were all playing the save, we were all playing as Empire,
Right.
and let's say your goal is you need to take your resources and you need to capture Mon Cala, and Voodoo has to take, when he's playing the save, his goal is to capture, I don't know, Hoth. And then
Gross.
when I'm playing, my goal is actually to help the rebels capture Kuat or something, because I'm the traitor or whatever. And then it's
That
whoever
is-
reaches their goal first wins the campaign.
That sounds like Town of Salem kind of where you have to find out who's the
Yeah.
imposter. Yeah.
I
Or
feel
not
like
great game,
imposter,
by the
but
way.
like Among Us or some shit. Yeah.
I'm just giving you content here at this point, man.
No, please send us in a DM so I can remember this. Because that's incredible, actually. Those are some good ideas. We can make like whole community events about that and stuff. That's actually incredible stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause I've never touched the debug tool in Empire War ever.
man.
It's a fun tool.
really should.
I've always thought it was just there to figure out bugs. I never actually knew you could do some wacky things like it with that.
Yeah.
It's how you break the game.
I see. All right, well, I'm not breaking the game enough, I guess. I'm just getting shit on in my Let's Plays. That's about it, though.
No.
Speaking of which, I have had so many comments that will tell me the most basic thing, like how to hit a certain hard point or what to attack on a ship, like a ion cannon or some shit. I used to get so many comments like that, like when I first really started blowing up on the YouTube, and I'm like, guys, do we watch the same video? I'm literally targeting everything you just said. Hey, make sure you shoot this. I'm like, I did that in the video. I thought. I'm pretty certain I did. And then I
Jay,
just kept getting.
you need to shoot at the enemy units. That's how you're supposed to win. You're not
Just be
playing the
better.
game the way
Yeah,
that
just be
you're
better.
supposed to play it. Jay, you're not playing the game.
I'm not playing it the way you guys
Play
want
the
me to play
game.
it.
Play the
I'm
damn
sorry.
game supposed to be
I'm-
played. You're not playing. You're not doing what I want. So you're not playing the game right.
You know what? I will say.
Play the game right, or go kill yourself.
Jesus Christ.
Your
Dude,
average YouTube commenter.
pretty much. That's pretty much how I feel sometimes. I'm just like, man, I'm sorry, guys. Fuck, I'll go lock myself in a room and grind this game for like 8 hours a night just so I can get better. I'm sorry.
Best
I'm
part
sorry.
Is like
That's
if you were
better.
to tailor a video to do entirely exactly what one YouTube commenter says, you're gonna get another YouTube commenter that's gonna be like,
Yep.
guy,
You
you're
know,
doing it wrong.
what's funny is though,
way.
I've had one guy in the comment section recently. His name starts with a K. I can't remember how to pronounce it, but he's actually been giving me some real analytical stuff on how some of the like the ship-based weapons work on Awakening the Rebellion. He's been giving me like a breakdown of how certain weapons work and how much DPS they do, and I'm just like, why the fuck do you know this? Why are you so why are you so good at this mod? Like, fuck,
Wait,
I don't even want to play. I want to just watch you.
We
I
have
know all that
a
for
wiki
remake.
that spills out a lot of that information. Some of that stuff is even in game.
I mean, that is true, but when the comments break it down, I feel like I'm playing 40 chess. I read it, I'm just like, how do you know this? How do you know how much damage verbatim in the exact amount of time this will do? Like the breakdowns are nuts in the comment section sometimes.
It makes the game easier to know it.
It does. This is true, and this is why I appreciate this guy's comments, because I used to read them and be like, "Motherfucker, I know what I'm doing." But then I started reading more and following what he said to do, and I started shitting on the AI. I'm like, "Damn, I should have listened to this guy like 10 episodes ago." He's a genius. He actually knows what he's talking about.
I know. It's like we have a game that has a good amount of depth to it.
Well, see, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player, and we don't know how to read. That's the number one rule about Yu-Gi-Oh players. We don't know how to read our cards. So what makes you think I know how to read stats in the Empire War? I mean, come on. Half of the community doesn't even read any of the infographics that are posted in mods, literally. Like with Remake, at the very start of the GC, you get an alert that tells you verbatim what the fuck to do. And literally the first day that the mod's new update dropped, every single question I got asked was right there in that text box that pops on screen immediately.
So we sorry to interrupt. We put
No, you're
a QR code in one of the immediate pop-up that you get when you first start up a campaign, and it goes to a link that goes basically right to our wiki. I can
That's
see
actually
how many
smart.
people have used that QR code. Like, we have stats on that of how often it gets used.
Yeah.
It's used a lot more than I thought it would be, but still not anywhere close to what I think it should be.
That's actually genius. We got to talk to Jaron about that, because that's actually kind of genius. Actually, that's the most intelligent thing I think I've ever heard about this game. Just slap a QR code in there. Everybody's got a phone, right?
I mean, see, there's a reason why we keep coming up with all these great innovations, because we got some good brain power behind us.
Okay, Voodoo, write all of this down. We're secretly taking all the good ideas from Awakening the Rebellion. We're going to slap them in Remake.
They're
Right
all
on.
being
As-
directly
as-
messaged to Jer as we speak.
Now I'm just throwing shade.
That's why I lean forward.
That is, I will say, that's always been one of the annoying things, is the comparisons between mods. That's the one thing I always try to encourage in whenever I make a YouTube video. Like, every single mod is going to do things differently. So when I see comments saying like this mod is better than this other mod for this exact reason, despite the fact that both mods fundamentally follow an entirely different process, it just pisses me off. No, go ahead, man. I was just raging.
See, I actually really I enjoy seeing the comparisons, honestly, because what people really what they're doing is they're basically saying, this is what I like and this is what I don't like. So
I just wish you both modded the same way.
Right, where it's kind of like,
The
I
file
like
structure.
the gameplay style of Awakening of the Rebellion, and I wish there was a Clone Wars mod that followed the same style, and there isn't one out there.
Yet? Question mark.
The closest you can get to that is playing the Dark Times submod for Awakening because they have
That is true.
additional Clone Wars units in there. But like, a Clone Wars thing, or at the same time, people will say, like, hey, I really love the gameplay style of Fall of the Republic. I just wish that there was one in the Galactic Civil War era, which I know Corey and Co. are working on that.
I gotta give them the props actually, because they're about to publish like 2 more mods in addition to Thrawn's Revenge and Fall of the Republic.
Is it Vader's Revenge?
Vader's Revenge?
Called Imperial Reign or something like that.
Oh, that's right, Imperial Reign.
I haven't checked in on that in a long, long time.
We've got that one, and they've got Revan's Revenge, which originally was a meme, but it's turning out to be a real thing.
Kind of just like how Fall of the Republic started.
Yep. Because I had never heard about Fall of the Republic for the longest until one day it just randomly popped up like, oh yeah, we're making a Clone Wars mod now. Smile.
I was just like the way that I think they're developing it, honestly, is just really, really smart because it's like in Thrawn's Revenge, you have a lot of those Clone Wars units already. So they're not changing the gameplay system very much, Like,
they're following a similar structure right out the gate.
Exactly.
Like they've got the framework right out the gate already.
Exactly, and then you just fill it in with content. You can use a lot of other things to flavor it Clone Warsy.
Yep.
And boom, now you have a Clone Wars mod that's different enough from Thrawn's Revenge to that, where it doesn't feel that way. And then the late Clone Wars units segue perfectly into the early GCW units, which again, they can take that and then say, boom, now we have a lot of content for Imperial Reign. So it makes it really easy for them to do.
Honestly, I'm expecting them one day to just make like a god tier mod where it's like you start off in the Clone Wars, you end all the way up at the Yuzong Vong War, like just in one timeline. Like that would be the most godly thing ever.
Imagine how difficult that would be to do, though.
I mean, Empire War is one of those games where it either sucks completely or it's absolutely the most impressive thing you can like work on. It's such a random game sometimes.
It's my favorite game.
Yep, we Empire War is our favorite because we hate it so much.
That's right.
I just don't play any other games anymore. I play Empire at War and War Thunder, and every once in a while I'll go like make something for myself, like make a mission for myself to play through in Gary's mod.
Oh, actually, I have somebody that's been doing a RP in Gary's mod recently, like Star Wars RP.
God, RP in Gary's mod.
It's chaos.
Well, no, it's not like, okay, I've only ever done that for like maybe 10 minutes because I thought it was a Star Wars Trouble in Terrorist Town server.
How did that go?
That did not go well.
Wait, all right. I want to hear the story of this now. Star Wars Trouble in Terrorist Town sounds entertaining. I want to hear the story behind this.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought too. I was a lot younger, and they were playing on this like Star Destroyer map.
Yeah.
And it was being done on like this whole, you had to get into certain doors, you had to have like access key cards and everything, and you're not allowed to have a gun out unless like the range officer permits you to have a weapon or you're high enough ranking to where you can just carry it around. And I'm just here being like, I want to shoot traitors and stab shit. Like that's what I wanted to do.
You got to be careful with those RP guys. They take that shit serious. They are like hardcore.
Like I'm banned on that server for that exact reason of me coming in here because I want to have fun, and they're like, you're gonna act as if you're in a digital military.
See, and that's the main reason I've never gotten into RP. I've always been afraid I'm gonna make a mistake somewhere and just like turn my brain off for a hot second and just go loose and start killing everything without a second thought. Because it's just way too easy to do that.
That's kind of fun. Because like for me, if I ever want to play through like a scenario where I just kind of immerse myself in something along the lines, I'll just go get a map in Gary's mod, get AI that functions kind of close to what I want, and then just build a mission for myself. There's actually someone on the AOT, there's a couple people on the AOTR Discord that like will play through these co-op missions. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It just takes me way too much time to create them.
If you create them, I'll make content on them. No bullshit.
Yo, bet. It'd be fun. Honestly, it'd be fun to do.
I've never played Garry's Mod before. Fun fact.
It's a cheap thrill.
Just like my mom.
Your mom?
What?
Wait, why your mom? You know, I don't even want to know.
Missed opportunity to make a muscle man joke.
Oh, from regular show.
Cameraman, like you don't know who Muscle Man is.
Regular show. You
Yeah.
ever see Regular Show, Voodoo?
No.
What? Regular Show is actually probably one of the best adult cartoons on Cartoon Network that have ever existed.
You know who else hasn't seen Regular Show?
My
Yoda?
mom.
My mom.
That show was so stupid.
I used to be able to do that scream really well.
See, Voodoo, now I'm motivated to tell you to really watch Regular Show if you need some actual comedy in your life. It's so good.
Rick and Morty is actual comedy.
What if I were to tell you that Regular Show is kind of on the same parallel?
I think.
Is that that one with the? What you said. Is it like a gumdrop machine?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've seen a couple episodes of that.
So it's worth it. It's worth a watch through. Absolutely. There's so many adult jokes in there that I didn't realize when I was younger. It's so good.
I like Regular Show more than Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty kind of died for me.
Uh-oh.
Why? Have you seen season 5?
This is the part where I silence my mic.
Yeah, season 3 is where I just kind of stopped.
No, you need to watch season 5. They expanded the Evil Morty arc.
Oh, don't tell me too much more about that.
Yeah.
Because if I ever have time again, I could potentially like turn around and watch it.
Yes, they actually do a canonized episode. Like they come out of the fourth wall and tell you this is canon, and this is Rick's story. Like we found out his background and everything.
Huh?
What if I tell you I've never seen a Rick and Morty episode in my life?
Jay, don't dive down the rabbit hole.
Dive down the rabbit hole.
Stay out.
Once you dip a pinky toe in, you're gonna want more and more.
Tell you what, if you cash up me $5, I'll burn through a season in like 2 weeks.
What if I just give you my HBO password?
I mean, that works too.
What if I could offer you something more?
I'm not gonna lie though, if you give me your HBO password, I'm gonna fuck around and end up watching something else probably by accident without realizing it.
I'll just make you a user.
Oh, that is true. Did you guys see that Netflix are actually trying to crack down on the number of people that are trying to use like shared accounts?
Yeah, if it's not in the same household, the same IP.
Yeah, like they're actually like increasing the prices of subscriptions too, I think.
I think it's because of the because didn't they have a huge subscriber loss recently?
Due to the price hike.
Yeah, because of the price hike. So their solution to that was to cut back on the number of people that could use an account in the same or from separate locations. That's their solution. Netflix is
it'll just spiral downhill from here. Maybe.
Oh yeah, Netflix is on a burning ship, and they're just kind of riding it out at this point. They're like, well, I mean, they made a few billion. Fuck it, we have nothing to lose at this point.
Well, they got Peaky Blinders, so they still have my purchase.
How much are you paying per month, if I may ask?
I think it's 20. Hold on, I can tell you.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Didn't it used to be 10? Like 10 years ago, it used to be like $10.
$9 Netflix.
What is? Oh, I guess you're not that much of a zoomer. Back in my day, Netflix used to be $9.99.
Back in my day, Netflix was $9.99.
You should actually consider picking up voice acting, dude.
Back in my day, Netflix was a mail service.
Oh, you really are old, even though we're the same age.
Man, I remember like going to the Redbox to get things.
Redbox still exists depending on what Walmart you go to.
Yeah. I have one at my gas station.
Oh, see?
I live in a small town, so they put the Redbox just wherever it fit.
Where I'm at, we don't have Redboxes anymore.
Wait, don't you both live in like kind of isolated areas?
I do, yeah.
Wait,
I feel like he lives in a city.
He is in Washington.
In a city, but I'm close enough to him.
So wait, what's the Voodoo? What were you looking up on your phone? You were looking up something a hot second ago.
Looking at my price, my Netflix account price. I am paying $15.49. Oh no, $19.99 for multiple screens, up to 4 screens at a time.
That's
4K HD.
Okay, that's a little different. I feel like if you're paying like that much for like a standard one person account, that's insanity. But if you're doing that for multiple, I mean that's multiple screens. You said, what does that mean?
I guess the Netflix can be used on multiple screens at the same time. Like I
Okay,
can
so
be watching it on one TV and my phone and the PlayStation in the other room.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. What's weird is when you held your phone or your hand up to the camera, it just like immediately brightened up like crazy. Like, wait, hold your hand up again. Okay, that's all right. That's weird. It's a night and day difference. Like if you turn your phone away, it's dark.
So Voodoo, I gotta ask about the punching bag in the background.
Oh yeah.
What do you want to
I'm
know?
curious.
Can we see you punch it?
No.
Do you do any form of like training, any sort of like any boxing, martial arts, anything like that?
No, I just screw around.
Just sit
That's
on
where
top of the bag, knock it over
Yeah.
every once in a while.
No, it doesn't fall. I'm not that strong.
that's where he goes to take out all his anger from the Steam comments.
Yeah, no.
He just beats the shit out of that punching bag.
Or if I find a turd in my pillow like Johnny Depp did.
God, dude, that's disgusting, man. Just wake up one day and there's a piece of shit in your bed.
It'd be awful.
You guys know who Dave Chappelle is, right?
Oh yeah. I saw he got tackled, dude.
Yeah, some guy tackled him, and they beat the hell out of that kid too.
Did.
They beat the ever living shit out of that guy.
And then he said, "Hold on, I need a minute." He goes back and does it himself.
What's funny is there's a picture of that guy. He's sitting in a gurney with like a broken arm, and they've got the arm handcuffed to the bed. Like that guy's not going anywhere. His arm is literally just like this, and they've got a handcuff to the bed. He's got a black eye too. Like he's not going anywhere.
Like, if you go to Dave Chappelle's show, that has to be, and you get the option to tackle him. That has to be premeditated because you know what you're getting when you go to Dave Chappelle's show.
You know what? I would feel bad for the guy if it was like I would feel bad for him if actually no I wouldn't. I don't feel bad for any asshole that does that. Like you're going up on stage and jumping Dave Chappelle, one of the most famous comedians of all time. And do you not expect to get your ass kicked?
I don't really care about like how famous somebody is. You know what I mean? It's like
that's true.
You went there and you jumped him.
Yep. You're gonna get the shit beat out of you. It's just it's like the best year ever for black creators out right now to beat the hell out of each other. We got Will Smith smacking Chris Rock, some random black rapper tackling Dave Chappelle. It's a great year so far.
He was a rapper?
He was some weird little SoundCloud rapper that nobody ever heard of.
Oh, he's probably just doing it as a publicity stunt.
Just like the guy who was messing with Mike Tyson on an airplane a few weeks ago. Mike Tyson just started punching the hell out of him.
And he was trying to stay cool too. He was on his way to a weed convention, man. Like,
dude, Mike Tyson is the chillest dude in the world now. He doesn't even invoke violence anymore. You just push his buttons, he's gonna beat the hell out of you. It's like what he said. People have gotten so comfortable being behind screens their whole life now that they do something in public and don't expect to get hit for it.
I don't think that's what it is. I think that in a lot of places, people realize that consequences aren't as harsh as they used to be.
That's absolutely true.
Because for example, Washington's biggest city, Seattle, if you were to go and let's say just beat up some person on the street, the chances of you going to jail are relatively low. And I'm saying relatively compared to other places.
You want to tell us something? Have you randomly beat up some old man on the streets of Washington?
I mean, I'm still here.
He speaks from experience.
He
Multiple accounts of experience.
He said that with confidence. Either he knows somebody that got their ass kicked walking down the street one day, or he did it himself. Got away with it.
Probably both. It happens so often.
But yeah, it's a thing. And what happens is people see it and they see, hey, if that guy didn't get in trouble, like I can do it and not get in trouble. And then what happens is when people start doing it, people start pushing the boundary of what they can and cannot do.
And they make TikToks about it.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, that's the best part is when you film yourself doing it and then get surprised 2 weeks later when cops show up at your house.
Right?
Yep. Oh my god, what do you mean I'm in trouble for doing something illegal? What the hell, man? Come on.
Old
I'm an
man,
influencer. I'm an influencer.
Yeah.
I am
Influence
about to
behind the
leave a 1-star review on this police station.
Dude, Jake Paul or whatever, I think it was either Jake or Logan Paul, he was the last one that pretty much got away with doing something stupid, like with the whole what was it, the whole suicide forest thing like 5 years ago or whatever.
I am so glad that I do not follow any of that stuff because I
Yeah,
only
I
hear
don't
about
either.
that kind of stuff
I
secondhand.
don't I wouldn't say I necessarily follow it, but thinking on the influencers that have done extremely stupid shit and gotten away with it, he's the only one of recent memory that I can remember that actually got away with doing something as insane as that and like not going to jail for it. Because nowadays, like 5 years later from 2017, nowadays, like it's so much easier to really, really get in trouble for anything pretty much. He's the only person that comes to mind that recently got away with something that insane. I can't think of any other big internet personality that got away with something.
I mean, like the way I see it, it just comes out to basically being like enough public outcry, where it's like if there's enough public outcry, eventually it'll catch the government's attention, and then you get put under the government's microscope,
Yep.
and then that's how you
Secretly.
have issues. And
Even
then,
the
like,
gamer girl, she got caught and got in trouble, got arrested.
Wait,
What
the
was her
gamer
name?
girl.
She sold her bathwater.
Belle Delphine?
That's right. She got arrested for
Please
like
don't ask why I know
tagging
that.
somebody's car.
Why?
I don't know. It's just a random article that
trying to
popped
put
up
an
recently.
ad for her new brand of water.
Yeah, I guess.
You could wash the spray paint off of a person's car you've analyzed using my bathwater. Speaking of which,
I'm
somebody
just
spray.
waiting, like the very sensual. Just I've soaked in this water. I want you to drink it.
What do you think the people that actually bought that bathwater, like, what did they do with it? What do you think they actually did with it?
I hesitate to think about it.
Hey, man.
Please don't make me.
'Cause,
I don't want to. No.
I want
Please.
you to think. I want you to get a mental image.
No.
I want you to picture them. You know what they're doing.
Oh,
We all
no.
know what they're doing.
Morgan Freeman has spoken, man. You got to really think about it now.
You know what? You're right.
You know what? I used to offer this voice to do people's voicemails. You could pay me to do your voicemail. Hi,
Did you ever-
this is Admiral Voodoo. I am unable to come to the phone right now. I'm off doing something else, or maybe your mother. But please leave me a message at some point. Maybe I'll get back to it. Goodbye.
That's Jay. Jay is balls deep in your mom.
Oh yeah, that's been my Discord status for like 6 months now.
This is factual.
Have you ever actually gotten paid for doing that?
Yes, I have.
What was your rate charging? Like, what was the rate that you charged to do people's voicemails?
It was not very expensive. It was pretty long time ago. It was like $10. I could also be satisfied if you like bought me lunch.
I was gonna say college days, but you're a Zoomer. You're not even old. You're not even.
Ooh.
I've already graduated college.
What? Really?
I've got a degree. I'm a big boy.
Wait, how old are you?
I mean,
Yeah,
my
sure.
brother's going to college when he's 16.
What the hell did I do with my teenage years? Oh, I was homeless.
He's
Yeah.
going for music.
It pays to
Hmm.
be calculated.
Yeah, being homeless wasn't a very calculated decision. I can tell you that right now.
I was there at one point. I just don't remember when exactly.
Honestly, that's probably for the best. If you can't remember those kind of memories, it's probably for the best.
I can remember everything. I just don't remember when everything
Ah.
happened.
Okay, gotcha.
Man, there's this one guy that I know that's who's becoming homeless by choice, and I don't understand it.
What?
Yeah.
Reject modernity, embrace monkey. That's just the way you gotta go
Yeah.
about it.
Well, he got into like the cheapest apartment building that he could find, and he was staying there to save money and just kind of build up, finances a bit so that he could do things like buy a car and whatnot. And the dude just randomly one day just says, I no longer want to live here, but I also cannot afford any other place in the city. I also don't have any family here, but I don't want to live here. Therefore, I'm going to live on the street.
So did he ever save up money at least?
I don't know. I've no idea.
Now you haven't talked to him in a minute.
Well, I mean, dude just straight up moved out. He gone.
Huh.
He
How long
homeless.
ago was this?
But I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, how bad was what was happening in this building for you to go and
To
choose?
willingly be homeless?
Right.
Exactly. And this isn't that long ago. This is like 6 days ago.
Imagine he's talking to another homeless guy, and the guy asks him, "So, how did you end up in this situation?" "Oh, I
You're
chose
sitting
this
there saying,
life.
like prison. Like, what are you in for?
I willingly came to jail.
Turned myself in.
I just walked in, and they let me in. They put me in a jumpsuit and everything." That's insane, though. Like, just willingly being homeless. I
Yeah.
don't think I could do that one.
We all have our
I
proclivities.
am a cardboard box.
Did you?
Well, I haven't found him yet. I'll search
Oh,
the street corners. If I find him, I'll get him a cardboard box.
Dude, you got to do like those influencers do, where they find like a homeless guy and they antagonize the shit out of them with their cameras. Like, we gave this one homeless guy $100 and then left him on the street again and never talked to him
Yeah.
again.
we're good
I
people.
sawed this homeless man in half and repaired it with nothing but flex tape.
That's a lot
You'll-
of damage.
You'll never believe what happened. I started slowly. Or what were you gonna say?
No, I just said like and follow for part 2.
Oh yeah. In the next episode, we buy the homeless guy a Lamborghini. He doesn't have a license, but I mean, it's a nice car. So it sounds like a Mr. Beast video. Mr. Beast actually makes good. Has actually done good for humanity though, so I can't criticize him.
Dude, I don't watch his video. Like, when I say that I don't have time, I literally mean I don't have time.
I used to watch him a lot when he used to like do all the crazy giveaways to help people, random people and whatnot. When he started stepping away from that and doing more just general content, I kind of fell off with him. But I
I
actually
don't even know who that is.
Mr. Beast.
No, I know who it is. It's just I don't watch him at all.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, he actually just did like a big poker event recently with another few set of YouTubers and some big poker guys recently. They put so much money on the table. Like hearing a guy lost $300K in a single sitting, I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Dude, I get mad when I lose $5. Like, what?
I love poker though. Texas Hold'em's my game.
I don't know how to play poker at all, actually. You gotta teach me one day, man.
Oh yeah.
See,
And then I'll take all your money.
Vote is Jay. It's been a long time since I've done that.
Wait, since you don't what? Play poker?
Yeah.
You're a Zoomer. How the fuck do you know what poker is?
Yeah.
I thought
I mean,
I thought all you know is TikTok
I've
and
gotta win
I thought all you know is TikTok and
Tide
what's some
Pods.
Tide Pods? God, dude,
Tide Pods.
that was an era. Voodoo, have you?
That was my
Prez,
favorite candy.
Prez, you might know about this. You ever heard of Devious Licks?
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the era of TikTok that lasted like a month and a half, where kids just did the most extreme amount of property damage to their schools. Like
I thought they stole things.
Yeah.
They
it
did
was-
that, but they also used to just like destroy the schools in the process.
Well,
Like
yeah,
I used
'cause
to
it's taking things like my
urinal.
favorite heard of was someone straight up stole like a urinal.
Yep.
Wow. I didn't hear about that one, but I've heard of the term.
This
Oh,
was
dude, you have no idea.
That's amazing.
amazing.
I want to do that at work now.
You know, it's funny. A lot of people used to shit on it like heavily because of how messed up it kind of was. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Like, it's impossible for me not to laugh seeing a guy walk out of a building with a fucking toilet in his hand.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds like one of the few good things that came from TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
What stopped it up here was that there was a kid that stole the car keys of one of the teachers. and just
Yeah.
took off with his car, but then
That's
it
not
turned
cool.
into a really, really big deal, and then it turned into actually a police chase, and then I don't remember how that ended, but the dude's alive, but he's in jail.
It's like when you take an already stupid
At
idea.
least he's alive.
It's like you take an already stupid idea and you make it worse by like touching personal property. That's where it stops being funny. Like, it's one thing if you steal a toilet, but steal a guy's car, like, come
Right.
on, dude.
Yeah, that's
Like, somebody stole a lady's iguana, and I'm like a teacher's like pet iguana she had in the classroom. I'm like, dude, she put her hard-earned money into getting that for the class. Like, that's too far. But
Yeah, the disconnect between people.
honestly, one of the funnier parts of it though was I remember seeing a bunch of videos where the principals were talking over the loudspeaker and just raging at these devious licks, as she said.
I thought you were gonna say that, like, as they were talking over loudspeakers, some kid steals one of the speakers.
Oh no! There are a bunch of clips on TikTok from a few months ago where, like, the principals were just raging over the microphone about how ridiculous the whole prank was.
Man, you
But-
watch more TikToks than I do.
I'm not gonna lie, dude, but I have to do it for content reasons. If that makes it any better.
see. I feel like you're
It's for
making
content.
excuses.
promise.
Yeah.
It's for content, all right. Look, 80% of my TikTok is either gaming or ass, because that's literally like 80% of the TikTok algorithm.
That's what
That's
Instagram's for.
It has nothing to do with what I've liked or anything. I promise.
Like them cheeks.
Moving on from that. I'm trying to think.
Jay
So
came here looking for cheeks.
Game.
I downloaded TikTok for
I likes you and I wants you.
I like you and I want you.
We can do this the hard way. The
Choice is yours.
Honestly though, so you know what's actually been super entertaining to me? All the amount of people that have been making comments, moving back into the modding discussion, all the people that have been making comments about Remake and how much they're gonna quit because they don't like certain things, and they feel obligated to tell us that they're gonna quit. Like, it's just like individual people. Like, I'm sorry, this mod isn't what I liked, and I will not be playing it anymore. And I'm just like, okay.
Oh yeah,
Moving
it's like you realize that this is not a paid for service, right?
Like, legitimately, that's why most of the devs in the Empire War community literally don't give a shit. When people say they're not going to play their mod, it's not like they're getting paid for it, so they don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Because like the way I think about it when it comes to AOTR, like if I'm doing something that's game design wise, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna I don't really care what you like. I am gonna design what I want to play.
Exactly. That's literally why any game has ever been designed.
Jer just came to that conclusion finally.
Yep.
In Remake.
Yeah,
Yep.
about time. And now the thing is sometimes the public has a good idea,
Yep.
and sometimes it can get implemented. But sometimes the public just wants Clone Wars vehicles, and I don't.
Right. That's all I hear.
Dude, all the Clone Wars requests, man. Like, when can you play as the Republic Remnant or the Hardliners, whatever we call them in Remake? When can you play as the Clone Wars? When can you play? When can you play as the CIS? Like, dude.
Well, Burnin actually made a sub mod for it. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have. Is it just like a full Galactic Conquest with Clone Wars stuff?
It's Remake with all the Imperial hardliners and separatists and Republicers.
Like minor factions playable.
Yeah, playable.
I might have to check that out, actually. I feel like that'd be a good clickbait video. You can now play as the Republic in Empire War Remake. Red arrows everywhere.
Yes. Gotta have the red arrows.
The Flumpy Squid thumbnail that he made for one of his videos for us.
Wait, what did it look like?
Flumpy Squid. I have not heard that name.
He's an Empire War YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber a little bit smaller than Jay.
Okay.
Which is surprising because Flumpy is actually he's a very, very, very talented YouTuber.
Yeah, Flumpy is a good dude. I like him.
He's literally one of the coolest YouTubers I've probably ever met in this community. Doesn't have
He's
ego.
definitely clickbaity. At least that one thumbnail.
You know, I think in this day and age, you kind of have to be a little bit clickbaity. Just a smidge. Just one thing if like it's just constant shock faces over and over, or. But I even clickbait a little bit in my videos, a little bit with my thumbnails, sometimes with my titles, but they're not like cringy clickbait.
I loved it when your face started showing up, like doing the sniffing. At least in my head, you were sniffing it. Like
Wait,
you were
what?
doing Joe Biden emotes on your videos.
Wait, what the fuck? When did I do that?
Just I don't know. I don't know if you were sniffing. You're just staring intently, like with sensuous eyes, and it just to me, I saw you were sniffing it.
Wait, I might have to go rewatch all my videos because
No,
I
no,
need
no.
to know what
It
you're
was just the
talking about.
thumbnail. Just the
It's just
thumbnail
a
pictures.
thumbnail. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Wait, is it like in black and white?
No, it's you know how you put your face on some of them? It was when Vanguard first came out.
Oh, where it's like, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about. That's the feel good face that I came up with.
Yeah, it was
That's
Joe
your
Biden
feel-good
emotions.
face.
I
Call it the
compared
Joe,
you to the president.
call it the Joe Biden face.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Or Joe Biden. I don't even want to talk about. I had a thought, but I don't even want to get into. I'm afraid to touch the political side of things, even for joking reasons. But
See,
let's just say,
this is where you do like the second channel, and then you just never show your face on that, and you leave
true.
it, and then you can voice your opinions.
Our poor president, man, he's trying. He just doesn't remember anything. He
No,
just doesn't.
he's trying to remember.
He's trying to remember. Poor guy. Honestly, that's
It's
always
so
been one of the.
like, yeah, it's so sad just to see it. In there.
It really is. I honestly, all memes aside, I really hate when I can tell somebody's like mind is falling apart. You know, like you could just see it. No matter what you think of a person, I hate that because I've seen like family members have that kind of stuff happen to them. It's not an enjoyable thing, man. When you see somebody losing their mind, literally.
Unless you're a psychopath, then I mean, well, you like anything when it hurts people.
Thank you for injecting that voodoo.
Yeah, anytime. I got to play that advocate person.
We took this feel good moment and decided, well, we're gonna talk about crazy people now. Also, President, your mic is muted, by the way.
I think he.
Yeah,
knows.
I was moving my microphone because it's a wired one that's an actual stand. So if I was to move it, it sounds like I'm trying to walk outside of an airplane.
Yeah, he's been muting every so often.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Wow.
See, I'm being considerate.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Especially
So-
since this is the first
There,
episode.
I mean, next time if you want, I can include it, all the cord crinkling and all that.
You just gotta give us a sample.
Just kind of like a little, if I was to.
Okay, yeah, let's not do that again. Holy shit, that was loud.
So this thumbnail has me thinking, who likes the original version of the Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser or the Fractal version of the Dreadnought Heavy Cruiser? I'm more of a Fractal fan.
Familiar enough with the Fractal version to where I'd have to.
You put it in your game. Well,
It's
maybe not
literally
you
the Dreadnought
personally,
Mark
but
II for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the thick knot.
yes, the thick knot. Okay, regular
thick
Dreadnought or
knot.
thick knot in your terms.
I think the regular one looks more Star Warsy, but it doesn't look as menacing to like what his lore kind of lives up to. The
Yeah,
Dreadnought, the Fractal one looks dangerous.
Yeah, I think the Fractal one is much more equivalent to the lore.
See, I don't think that. I think that the thick knot is it's not. It doesn't fit the Star Wars vibe to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like the looks of it. It looks more like a true military vessel, but the OG like Dreadnought kind of has that bubbly, rounded Star Wars kind of aesthetic to it.
Yeah, it
That-
just doesn't make sense. The dreadnought doesn't make sense, and that's why it works. The thick knot makes sense. Plus, it's dummy thick.
I love it.
Isn't the crew requirement for one of those things like 20,000?
It's super expensive unless it's a yeah.
That's like the slave wire version of
Yeah,
it.
the Ghost Fleet, the one that
Yeah.
got sent off into hyperspace.
So my thing is this: it's a 600-meter ship. Why the fuck do you need 20,000 people to pilot a 600-meter ship?
It was way over-engineered, and not in the good way, like Naboo fighters.
But for 20,000 people,
Yeah,
it just sounds like one of those Star Wars things where they absolutely slap like a kind of like a number on it, really, without like. thinking
right.
about
Like
the length
hundreds
the
of
ship.
turbo lasers on the Star Destroyer.
I never take stats and things like that seriously.
You can't because some of them are outrageous. Because even the Star Destroyer stats kind of look insane, like how many fighters it can hold. That ship doesn't even look like there's enough compact space to hold.
It does. If you look at the
It does?
cutaway, the fighters are actually stored in just long
Oh,
tubular
are they
racks.
like on a rack? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well maybe
See,
I'm wrong then.
for me, like things like the Star Destroyer, the amount of fighters that it holds actually makes sense versus like a Venator, which is insane how much it's supposed to be able to hold.
Right.
Can
Because
I
for
hold
me, I'm thinking to
like
myself, like,
700 plus fighters or some shit?
yeah, if a Venator's smaller than a Star Destroyer and can hold 10 times the amount of fighters in it, how can it stand up in combat at all?
Look,
Because
it looks cool.
yeah, exactly, and that's the things that drive me nuts.
As someone who does ship designing just as a hobby, I understand.
It just has the it looks cool factor to it. That's really all it's got going
Yeah,
for it, honestly.
that's why we designed the Venator, like in AOTR. Why we designed our carriers to be like less active and more reserve is for that kind of exact reason, because it just doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Because like our old Venator used to deploy 8 squadrons at a time.
Jesus Christ. I think I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah, exactly, and it just it made it to where there were a lot of scenarios to where the Venator is just straight up better than a Star Destroyer, and that
Yep, it
shit.
just adds so much versatility to it.
Yeah, because it's like it can tank okay. It's got decent firepower, really good fighters. Because it's supposed to be like the Star Destroyer replaces the Venator. There has to be a reason for it to replace it. The
You would think that'd be the
predecessor.
damage it could output, maybe, or
Well, I mean, not even that. It's just that it's the thing that I really don't like is that if I think I like to think about this in terms of like a real world scenario, right? If you give me two options, if they are, relatively equal in capability, well, I'm saying equal, like, if you were to say this one has more firepower and armor, but this one's got better carrying capacity and this one's faster, and that kind of thing, where on
yeah.
paper, if we were to balance all that out, they kind of come up even. There's no way I would pick the new thing because research and development. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
why would I ever do that?
Yeah, and
So
it
the
leaves way
advantage
too much.
of Star
Oh, I'm sorry,
Destroyer
go
is
ahead.
so great that it makes complete logical sense to go forward with a replacement.
Yeah, because I mean, it also helps eliminate the argument that the Venator should be better than the Star Destroyer. Like I used to see so much on YouTube comments about the Clone Wars. It never made sense to me how a ship significantly smaller, less armed, can be better than something of the size of a Star Destroyer with that much firepower going for it. Star Wars
I've
doesn't make
always
any
favored the
sense.
Star Destroyer anyway, so I was on that
Eh,
side of the argument.
That's because you're a man of culture.
Well, I'm also of the opinion that the Imperial government as a whole were the good guys of the galaxy. I don't mean the Empire or Emperor. I don't mean Vader. I don't mean Tarkin. I mean the actual just government as a whole.
I think anybody can agree with that, honestly. I feel like the Empire fundamentally would have worked as a faction if we didn't have Sith Lords running it
Exactly. Exactly.
and encouraging people to enslave other races and murder people
Right.
for
Right.
having an opinion.
Just as a governance itself.
Yeah, because I mean, it technically fundamentally was better than the Republic, but we just had idiots literally running it.
Exactly.
If we didn't have stupid people running the Empire, we wouldn't have the rebellion because there wouldn't be a need for it. But of
I don't know.
course,
Didn't rebellion start like immediately?
well, yeah, but that's because we had
Yeah.
coked out Palpatine like acting crazy in the Senate hall, looking burnt.
That and
Well,
Jedi
I just mean
started
like from
gathering
people that
followers.
were former Confederates and
Yep. Confederate that war lasted a lot longer than the Empire likes to claim.
What the Clone Wars?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
of
Because we had all
the
the holdouts
Confederacy
and stuff.
resurgence.
That is true. Because a lot of Confederates also joined the rebellion.
Yes. In new
Oh,
canon, Hera Syndulla has a Lucrehawk at her disposal.
one of the
that's not that unrealistic when I think about it.
I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying that's there.
Interesting.
it's just like, okay, the idea to me of the rebellion having such large capital ships and things like that, because like if you see how good they are at hiding ships and things like that, uh if the Empire can hide fleets, why couldn't you hide a single battle cruiser? You know?
Yeah.
How could the rebels not just have, like, let's say if you lose Luke or Hulk Prime, and it's like, okay, well, if you stumbled upon another one, you could hide it better, or providences or anything like that.
Well, they did have they just did stupid. The writers of the lore pieces just did stupid things with these big ships. Really, honestly, fundamentally, there was so much that could have been done better for the rebels and all the big ships they did have. But you guys remember Fortressa? It was a
Yeah,
Lucrehulk class battle cruiser.
it's available on Awakening.
Fortressa?
What? No, it's not.
Oh no, it's
You're
available in Remake. It's available.
You're thinking
remake.
of yeah, it's available in Remake. Yeah, Fortressa had like this is like 2 years after the official declaration of the Rebel Alliance. Fortressa had, I don't know, like somehow 500 X-wings, and it tried to 1v1 the Death Star. Do you remember that?
No, I don't think I've read that one.
I was
Yeah,
there, bro. I was sitting there flying one of them starfighters, you know what I mean, navigating through them trenches, being like, pew, 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 and then TIE fighters came up, being like,
dude, it was one of those generic stories that tried to put emphasis on how dangerous the Death Star was. Like after they discovered it, they tried to send the Fortressa with its complement of 500 X-wings to destroy the Death Star, and they all got destroyed. Literally every single one of them, and the Fortressa.
I wonder why.
Which fundamentally is a stupid piece of lore to throw in, like prior to the Death Star battle itself, because we destroyed it using only 30 fighters versus 500 that we sent in. It's such a fun. I hate when lore is done like that.
Yeah, but
it's not even that. It's the fact that you're undercutting the significance of an event. That's what I don't like. If an event, if it is significant, it needs to keep its significance.
Yep.
If any of the Awakening devs are watching this right now, this is one of those things that I'm referring to when I'm constantly talking about weight. Where if you have the weight of a unit or a weight of an event or anything like that, the reason why it feels the way it feels is because there's not a ton of things that are like this.
Yep.
Because if everything feels the same, then, or if nothing feels unique, then everything feels the same. And then it comes down to, well, what's the most cost-effective option? That's like talking in terms of Empire War balance, but still, you get what I'm saying.
And honestly, that's one of the things I'm kind of scared about with the new Kenobi show, because apparently there's a rumor that there might be like a bit of a fight between Kenobi and Vader, and I'm like, why? I mean,
but in EU there was a fight between Kenobi and Vader.
Was there?
Before their big one, yeah.
When?
Kenobi left the planet several times.
I know he left it, but I didn't know he faced Vader again.
Yeah, he faced Vader. He sought him out.
Oh.
Kenobi did. I forgot what story it was, but hold on, I'll figure it out.
Huh. Yeah, if you can, I'd like to read that actually, because I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
EU or Disney aside, I still hate stuff like that. Wait, what were you gonna say, Bros?
No, I was just saying I don't look into the lore that much.
Oh, I know. Because for some reason, we have Disney lore in my expanding universe Awakening of the Rebellion mod. Why are these Disney units in my dream?
I mean, hey, it's not your dream, it's my dream, Jay.
That's right, the whole I'm making what I want to play thing. Bah. I need you to do exactly what I want or I'm going to be upset. I'm going to tell...
You're going to send me death threats for...
I'm going to tell all my YouTube subscribers to go shit on the Awakening of the Rebellion's Discord. Just go in there and start talking shit immediately.
See, now that's just rude.
It wouldn't work anyway, because 90% of my viewers are Awakening of the Rebellion players. Honestly, that's one of the kind of difficult things about, are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It looked like it froze for a second. Voodoo was so perfectly still.
There's reasons for that.
Gotcha. Okay. He's looking at some very special things at his phone.
No.
Yeah, okay, sure. But it's one of the, do we want to still talk about more Star Wars stuff, or do we want to change topics for a hot second?
I'm in.
I'm still low-key thinking about what I was saying with that playthrough of how that would work.
Oh, no, go back to it. Let's go back to it with the whole starting in the Clone Wars, going all the way down to the Vong War.
No, I think he's talking about the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that starting in with how our space tech system works, it would be a lot of work for us to do it, but it is totally possible to do like a starting in the Clone Wars kind of thing. Now, granted, I'm not exactly a coding genius here, and I'm kind of thinking really big picture and not really thinking about details that will inevitably hang this whole thing up if we were to actually pursue it.
Yeah.
But with our space tech system and the game's actual tech system, you can essentially create where it's like the tech basically do what Thrawn's Revenge does, where the different techs just represent different eras.
Right.
Like pre-Clone Wars Republic, early or Clone Wars transition period between Clone Wars to Empire, Galactic Civil War,
Ooh.
and the New Republic era.
I'd like a game set in that era because of the you'd have access to Republic technology and experimental Imperial technology.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would
You
be
know,
that would be fun.
I had a thought in mind. I was trying to
Because
think.
then you would also get like droids and
Right.
the early rebels.
I'm trying to think. I just had a thought. Plus, with all those like research ideas, I was thinking about like how would you despawn like all the Clone Wars era ships if you're transitioning into the Galactic Civil War era?
You could just
But-
do it.
Just use them.
Yeah, you could literally just do it. You could literally just despawn 80. You could just despawn an entire fleet and give you new ships. Like it's
Yeah,
possible.
despawn fleets, flip planets over. But then the thing is like the hard part about doing something like that isn't necessarily like the coding mechanic. It's more of how, let's say if you're playing as the Republic and or actually no, the CIS, and you've conquered most of the galaxy and you've got basically every single planet, the Republic's on the ropes, and then Order 66 happens. How do
You just
you
lose the entire galaxy.
Yeah, like how do you do that without it feeling incredibly frustrating that hey, you just now have to start over?
Just win faster.
Yeah.
Just win faster. There you go.
Be better. It's your fault that you have to
Literally
start
just
over.
get good. But no, in all
Like, how do you
seriousness, that
be
would
able
be
to do that
insane.
without it feeling terrible?
I don't think you can.
That's the thing.
Unless, fundamentally, if you know you're going into a mod that does this and you still get pissed at it, that's just your own fault at that point.
Well, yeah.
That's my thing. Because, I mean, it sounds like a phenomenal idea on paper, and I would do it knowing, like, what I could potentially get out of it.
I mean, oh yeah, it'd be super super fun. But I'm just thinking about like the amount of loss and all the other stuff. But
It crashes.
let me put it to you like this. I'm not going to spoil something that's coming in the future for Awakening, but we
Spoiler
have
talk. Here we go. Let's go.
we
You heard
have
it
the
here first.
technology to do this.
We have technology.
We have the technology. It's something fun that's going to be coming. It's game ready. It's
Oh my.
Snap. We're gonna when would you say we'll expect this super awesome thing?
Well, let me put it to you like this. Like I've already seen the play. I've already seen like the test demo of how it works and how it functions from our absolute coding magic man Bullet.
A legend, by the way.
That
He's a
one
legend.
bullet.
Yeah,
That one bullet.
shown something completely amazing to me, especially with how modular the system is. It could be applied in a wide variety of applications.
Well, I'm looking forward to it then. Do I get
But,
first dibs for YouTube content?
I mean, hey, you know I like my press builds.
That is true.
Can I access this particular press build?
Is your name yellow in my server?
It is yellow.
There you go.
There we go. All right, cool.
Well, I've refrained from asking because I'm not an actual content creator. But I guess I am now with Jay.
Yeah, true. You're my co-host.
I legitimately don't remember why you have that label, but it hasn't been taken away from you for some reason.
Nah, we don't question it.
You gave it to me one day because you wanted to show off.
Ah, all right. Yeah, that's
It's literally the only reason.
understandable.
We'll see. Now, and plus, like I said, like Voodoo said, he's a content creator now, technically. How does it feel to be a YouTuber?
I
I feel sad inside.
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
about right.
ATR quotas now, and threaten to take away your status if you don't fill them.
Yeah.
I
guess
it really
I'll...
sucks when he does that. And it really sucks when he does that.
Yep, because that's why Jay's playing Black Sun.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm going to lose my privileges if I don't pick it up with this playthrough.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, that episode will be out Monday. I promise.
Good.
I mean, I could record the
Other-
content.
Otherwise, Jay, we're gonna have a little chat in my office.
Say
Mm,
less, man. Say less.
You're in trouble now.
Shit. Wait, all right. Before I forget this, and before we probably end this, because we've been going for almost an hour and a half. Now I look at the time of this recording, it's been literally an hour and a half almost. I'm gonna share a secret with you guys about how I used to film my old videos on my channel. So I've been making Empire War videos for a while, like since like 2014. I used to record with like what was it? What was that software called? One of the generic like Bandicam like softwares or whatever. Fraps. I think it might have been Fraps. I think it was Fraps. I used to, since the audio on my laptop was so bad, like the microphone, I used to record the gameplay on my laptop and record the mic audio with my phone, and then just transfer the file from my phone to my
I think
computer
a lot of
and
people
edit
do
it.
that.
Did they?
That's
Yeah.
not a bad strategy because okay, with my microphone, my
Shit, I was
microphone
innovative.
is extremely directional. So
Yeah.
if I look away from my mic for a split second, which I do all the time, like here, let me
Yeah.
tilt my head 2 degrees to the right. How does my audio sound now?
Different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quieter. Yep.
So if I tilt away slightly, it messes with my audio. So I always recorded my audio and video channels completely separately, and I would go into Audacity and I would
Audacity, I forgot
and I
about
would
that.
edit everything and then
But
make
see-
it uniform and then realize that the video is terrible and then never upload it.
Wait, so we have some hidden videos from you we've never seen before?
Mm,
Dude, there are so many videos that I have recorded, edited, and then never published.
Dude, what the hell, man? You could be the biggest YouTuber in the world right now.
I mean, I'm Markiplier. I have a huge channel already.
That's true.
He's not wrong.
Yo, send me some of those 10 million subscribers, man. I appreciate it.
Just suddenly just being like, by the way, shout out to Jay the Gamer. Go subscribe.
You do that way too well.
You'd shit yourself if that was an actual thing that happens.
That's insane. The way he does it is way too smooth. He sounds like not Markiplier. He sounds like damn, I can't think of his name. He's another YouTuber. He wears like a, you know, the sun warrior from Dark Souls.
No?
No, I'm not a Souls fan.
Gotcha. Okay. There's a character in there that wears like this knight helmet. I forgot what this guy's name is because he wears that helmet all the time.
Oh, is it the guy where he's like, son?
Uh,
Loads of shotguns, that guy.
No.
Is it the guy that
YouTube-
helps the people in Viva La Dirt League?
No. It's another YouTuber. I can't remember what his name is. Swagger Souls.
I know who you're
Swagger
talking
Souls.
about. He's like this, but a little nasally.
Yeah. Yep. He's friends with a guy named Swagger Souls, or that might be his name.
Yeah, that's me.
Dude, you're too good at
I'm
that.
Swagger Souls. That's me.
You're way too good at that, dude.
Well, thanks, Jay, for having me on.
Yeah, not a problem, man. Can I have some of your money?
Yeah, of course, man. I'll just you send me your Cash App, and I'll
Drain everything you have.
Say less.
I'll send you some money.
I'm gonna. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna drop my Cash App in the ALTR Discord just out of curiosity. And off topic. Hold on, let me see.
I don't know. Do I have a rule against that? Should I have a rule against that?
I don't see why. If
Guess the
anybody's stupid enough to just
response to
give
this
money.
is gonna be whether or not Jay is the reason for a rule.
Jay is typing right now.
I'm totally putting this here. There we go. Me and President are filming a podcast right now. Here's my Cash App.
Oh no, he's putting my name in it too.
Voodoo, do you want any credit in this?
No.
All right, fine.
No. I'm already named in the rules. You can be named too.
Let's see what happens now. Maybe I'll wake up in the morning. There'll be like a couple $1,000s in my Cash App account. I unironically started thinking about starting a GoFundMe just to get my car repaired, because at first it was reasonable, and then it hit like the 3K mark, and I'm like, wow, this just got expensive out of nowhere.
Oh, 3K? What did you break?
Oh, the rack and pinion is completely fucked up. The shock absorbers in my control arms are completely they don't exist anymore.
What did you do?
Why don't you just
Drove-
take it in your car?
Drove that old ass car. That's what I did.
Why not just cannibalize a donor car?
Because I don't have that kind of money. I don't have money for any of this stuff.
A junkyard car you could get for like $300.
Yeah.
I mean, I paid $600 for this car when I first bought it.
Well, I mean, okay. At that point, have you gotten $600 worth of use out of it?
Oh yeah, I've also put $1,400 into or over probably almost $2,000 into repairing it on several occasions. Because I hit a really bad speed bump one day in college that ripped like the entire exhaust from under it. It was a bad bump. It broke like all the racks or the things that were holding like all the exhaust in place, the exhaust pipes and whatnot. And forgive me, I have a speech impediment a little bit, just a little bit, but I hit a bad speed bump that basically ripped the entire underside from my car under, like just completely out. It cost me like $1,400 for repair. It was bad. My muffler was dragging literally on the ground.
Nice.
I had to drive 10 miles per hour down the street to take it to a repair shop. Worst sound I've ever heard in my life.
That kind of reminds you remember like the Razor Spark scooter?
Yes,
That's
the ones that used to hit your ankles really badly.
Yep. That's just what I'm picturing your car being like right now.
That's the best description I've heard for it so far. It was terrible, dude. It made the worst sound ever. It was like nails on a chalkboard, but metal. It was terrible. And my stupid ass asked them, "Hey, do you guys think you could put this back on?" And they're like, well, I hate to tell you, buddy, but it's mangled. You're not getting this back."
Not happening.
So, yeah, I put a lot of money into that car. I love that car too. That's why I haven't gotten rid of it. It's just one of those things where it's like you love the car.
I love my old car too.
It's like you just don't want to get rid of it. It's way too good. Because it ain't a bad car. It's a 04 Chevy Malibu.
I've gone through 4 cars in about 4 years.
Jesus Christ! What did you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
One of them blew the engine.
How?
It threw a rod.
Oof.
How?
I don't know how. That's just what I was told. One of them, my brother crashed.
Okay, that's 2.
And one of them, the frame was actually rusted through because it came from Ohio, and a lot of salt is in Ohio, so the frame was rusted through.
That's about right.
And now I'm on my 4th.
That is about right, because I've had several family members that have had to get new cars because of all the damn salt up here, rusting all their cars out.
Yeah, I got a lot of family that lives in the Lorain area of Ohio.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually used to go past Lorain all the time. It's a small world.
You ever drive on Broadway?
Yes.
You know the Bootlegger's Den?
I've never stopped in Lorain, but I've driven like within the area.
You know the Palace Theater?
Yes.
My grandfather used to own a bar right across from it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Small world. Have you ever been?
You're talking about
me? Yeah. Oh yeah. All the time.
You've been to Ohio a few times?
Plenty of all the time.
Huh. All right. We'll have to get a beer one day.
Of course. Man.
Huh. President, you're not old enough, so you can't get this, unfortunately. With us. You're the youngest one here. Wait.
You know what's funny? I'm not the youngest AOTR dev.
I'm not surprised by that, honestly. Who is the youngest one?
I think Fans.
Really?
Yeah.
He talks like an old man.
Oh.
No disrespect. I'm trying to think.
He's gonna see this. I know.
How old is Bullet?
I have no idea. Older than is all I know.
How Steiner?
He's got a name like Steiner. He's definitely at least 30. No bullshit.
I have no idea. All I know is that sometimes people call him Papa Steiner. So
he's definitely got to be at least 30. He's been around for a long time.
His picture looks old. Like his profile picture, the character of it looks old. That's just it makes me think he's old.
Definitely something from like the Windows 98 era, without a
doubt. Definitely.
How old is Jerome?
I think he's in his 30s, late 20s.
Is he? What the fuck? Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. He's been around the Empire War community for a long, long time. Oh, 30s. Wow.
Late 20s, early 30s, I think.
That's insane.
I know Nico's in his 30s.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
When he says he's an old man, he's not lying.
Huh. All right. Well, Prez, Prez, what were you about to say?
I'm saying, why are y'all so old?
Dude, we've been playing a game that came out in 2005 when we were all like, I don't know, like 10, 11. That's
Why
how
are you
old I
playing
am.
this game, Prez?
Yeah, how do you even know about this? You're a Zoomer. How do you even know about this game?
So how this happened because I had a friend of mine who had bought like, what are they called? Like a Humble Bundle where it's like $100 and you just get a whole bunch of Steam games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so he knew I liked Star Wars. He's not a huge Star Wars fan, and he got duplicates of a couple games. So like Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Empire at War, and he just gifted them to me.
That's where the whole
Nice.
journey kind of started.
And I touched him every once in a while. wasn't a huge fan of the game. It wasn't until like I played a multiplayer match with somebody on my laptop while I was at school, and
You got hooked.
That's kind of what started it. Was we would play multiplayer pretty often in the base game,
Yeah.
and then eventually, it just kind of became a thing at the school. It was like there was like a whole classroom of people that would go in and play Empire at War matches.
Dude, that sounds like an awesome childhood.
Yeah,
What the
that's
fuck?
awesome.
And then eventually and then I started looking into mods and whatnot, and then I found because of Shaq's YouTube channel, I found my way to Republic at War.
The OG
Wait,
mod.
what year was this? Because we're talking about Shaq. How long has he been making videos?
I don't know. This is like whenever his Republic at War Let's Play came out is kind of when I found it. That's how I found his channel in the first place, honestly, because I was looking up Empire at War mod videos. So whenever that Let's Play started is around about.
Damn, dude. I feel like Shaq has been like a nexus for so many people to discover this game.
Oh, I mean,
Without a
yeah.
doubt.
The funny
Absolutely.
thing is if I was to go and look at his channel, if I was to look at like his Awakening of the Rebellion playlist for
Yeah.
like there's a lot of them that have an insane amount of views, and that's the part
Yeah.
that surprises me, you know.
Yeah, the fact that we still have a viewership for a 17-year-old strategy game.
Well, no, it's not even that. For example, like Awakening of the Rebellion season 2, if I was to look at the first episode, he's got 200,000 views on that.
When did he start that season?
2019.
That's insane, dude.
There's no other game like this one right now, though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. This is one of the most loose and kind of free to do whatever you want strategy games that's ever existed. And especially with all the patches and stuff they put in it, it's so moddable now, it's not even funny.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
there's some insane things you can do with this game that
This
either
other
work
video-
or...
he's got like 300,000 views. Like, it's insane.
Eesh, I need to find out what kind of YouTube tags he uses. Maybe that's where I'm messing up at.
And if you know Lua, oh, you can do so many pretty things with this game.
Yeah. I tried to do modding back in like 2014. I was pretty good at XML coding stuff in, actually. I actually really got talented at that. But then I discovered Lua scripting, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what's a Lua? What do I even open this with? I couldn't open it in Notepad, so I gave up.
Man, that's why I love Bullet and Maxim so much. Is like code-wise, I'm not a good coder. I do not know what I'm doing for a lot of different things. But
That's like coding in a nutshell.
yeah, well, like the thing is like I have two insanely talented engineers that are just right here, Bullet and Maxim.
Yep.
It's like I could create a design document or something like that, and Bullet and Maxim will find a way to get it in the game. Like, I could come up with the most insane things possible, and these guys could breathe it to life.
Nice.
That's
That's
we always
impressive,
talked about
actually.
limitations and things like that.
That's honestly impressive. I feel like if you could figure it out just to that degree, you're a genius in my eyes. Like, really, that's hard stuff to do. It's not easy.
Yeah, I could never do anything like that.
You know, I went to college for 5 years for as a coding major. I graduated with liberal studies because I changed majors because I got sick of paying for it and I hated it. You said what?
Major failure.
Dude, it was awful, man. I remember what convinced me to do it because I was like a semester away from just dropping out because I was so sick of this shit. I wanted to go chase the whole YouTuber success grind and whatnot. You see how far that got me. I had a teacher, this chill Indian dude that used to sit on the table in our classroom cross-legged. He was a really chill guy, but he used to write all his notes on the board, and it was basically damn near in a foreign language. Like I couldn't understand literally anything, and that's how we did our coding. I've never had a class literally make me want to just like break down and cry because I don't cry easy. That class made me want to cry. I hated it so much. Nah, if you're going to school for coding, good luck, man. Good luck.
The thing I will always tell everybody about college, if you do not know exactly what you want with your college degree and you don't have a use for you don't already know what the knowledge is going to be used for, don't go to college.
Yep, just wait. Just wait. It's too expensive to just jump right into it, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. I know so many people that have racked up hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt getting a degree that they're not ever going to use the skills from, and all they've done is waste 4 years of their life. That's pretty pivotal to building up.
I think you're hurting Jay's soul.
Career and
you know that good old $72,000 worth of debt that I got. Man, man, I've been paying.
See, I never went to college, and I'm one of the smartest people I know. So there's that.
That's because you didn't go to college. That's why you're smart.
A little bit here. So when it came to like college tuition and everything like that, I played the system pretty good. I came out of money, or I came out of college netting money from the system.
Nice.
Overall, I got
that's awesome.
200 QI play or 200 IQ plays over here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So you didn't have to spend a dime when you did college related stuff.
Well, okay, it's like initially I had to spend money, but everything was reimbursed and everything was eventually given back to me. So
it's nice.
Overall, I came out of college with like a couple thousand more than I had going into it.
Well, that's nice. Shit, I should have did that a long time ago. And now I've got debt collectors calling me like once a week because I haven't paid them. Sally Mae, if you're watching this video, you're not getting your money this week.
That's
I
right.
promise you. Like I don't have it. I don't have it at all.
Unless this podcast does really well, donate to Jay's OnlyFans.
No, fuck that. Donate to my GoFundMe that I'm planning for my car repairs.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, man. I post feet pics for money. You know. Obviously, I have nice feet, of course.
I mean, I could show you my meat.
This topic derailed really quickly. That's been like 80% of this podcast, so that's why I'm curious as to how this is going to do. We've derailed like so much on so many subjects.
This is either going to do really well or it's going to flop really hard.
And then we'll just keep doing the next episode because we don't give a shit.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not my career.
Speaking of which, since we're already reaching an hour and 40 minutes and I'm going to have to edit this entire thing, we should probably call it quits in a little bit. Wow, that's a terrible way to end a video.
Probably call it quits or anything like that. Wow.
All right, I'm done.
All right, just disconnect. I was just thinking, what if he just disconnects from the call mid-video? But all right, so this was fun. I have to say, overall, I really enjoyed doing stuff like this. Voodoo is going to be our co-host for this.
Hello.
In the future, and Prez, you're always welcome back on here to shoot the shit with us or talk about something that's on your mind or whatever.
For me,
it's kind of the
decompression.
What'd you say?
I said for me, this is nice. This is nice decompression. My job requires me to do a lot of mental gymnastics.
You sell drugs? You sell drugs?
I mean,
you don't.
Some? That's probably going to do it for us over here at the Modcast podcast, first episode of us just shooting the shit with each other. President, it's been a pleasure to have you on board, man, for the first episode. I hope you had a good time.
Thank you. having me, and
Not a
have a good day. Bye now.
Thank you, Voodoo.
Toodles.
Again, I appreciate you, Voodoo. Wait, I'm still doing the outro. Hold on.
This is my outro now. You work for me.
Oh shit. Well, I feel a little intimidated now.
Indeed.
Voodoo, I appreciate having you as a co-host. Man, this is gonna be a fun thing we're gonna be doing for the foreseeable
My
future.
Oh,
co-host,
yes.
Voodoo. Jay, it was
Oh,
wonderful having you on as a guest.
Yeah, Jay,
Anyway,
thanks
Jay.
for coming.
join us next time where our next guest is going to be Corey Loses. Corey, please call me. Pick up the phone. I'd want to have you on my podcast. It'd be kind of nice. We
Please
could talk
respond to
about
the emails.
Empire War.
We've
Just
been trying for so long.
He's so good at this. He's so good at this voice.
he's lonely. There's a lot of lights in there. Nothing else. A lot of lights for a dark man.
General Grievous, Yoda, back in the background over here.
The Mythosaur.
Deeply into you. It's kind of interesting. A deep, dark stare. So many characters, all empty faces, empty souls.
The Dark
if you-
Force. That was the fleet, by the way, with the slave circuits.
Oh yeah. The what's it called? Dark Force?
Yeah, that was its slang name.
Star Wars has to come up with better terminology than just dark something.
A dark force. Wonderful.
That's gonna do it for us, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. In the next episode, we'll have maybe more than one additional guest. I'm thinking I want to do multi-guests sometimes. I think that'd be pretty fun. But hopefully you enjoyed us three idiots just shooting the shit with each other and talking about some Star Wars stuff or drugs or presidential debates and all that, Pray for his mental health. And I hope y'all have a good day. Thank you for watching. Any closing remarks, or are you guys done?
The enemy, no quarter.
I mean, I could always take back my podcast now, Jake.
That's gonna be the end of this video.